What's up, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to give you guys a very quick update about the markets and Tesla. Just know that I'm not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. Anyways, Tesla's given us another introduction of their Megapack update. They also introduced the Mega Block, which is a grouping of 4 Megapack 3 units that can store 20 megawatt hours of energy, enough to run 4,000 homes for 4 hours. This is awesome news. It's also going to help to reduce installation times. And I think a lot of investors are going to be, very excited about this. We're going to see if this ends up affecting Tesla's balance sheet or not. But this is what's making a lot of news right now. Is Tesla's once again trying to improve their technologies and give us more updates involving their mega packs. So that was a good piece of news. This is part of why Tesla was bouncing a little bit. But I do want to give you guys a warning simultaneously. So non-farm payrolls were technically, below expectations. We are once again down at 911,000 of these jobs. And then heading into tomorrow, we have PPI data. So we got some jobs numbers today. The market dipped a bit, then bounced, and still kind of flat. But then tomorrow we have PPI. As far as Tesla's going, as you can tell, we're trying to rebound right here, at least just a little bit. We need to hold above 3.5 to try to push higher, but what could happen is as we push to 350, if we can't hold above that, we could still turn back down like this in case we get some kind of rejection. Watch and see if Tesla could break its highs or if it makes a lower high to turn back down towards the gap fill for 338. I'll be watching that very closely. So could we bounce a bit? Yes, but I would be very careful. We might try to slowly get close to 350, but we have to hold above that to try to bounce more. If we don't bounce hard, if we just kind of like touch 350, then reject, we might consolidate and eventually dip to 338 soon. So I still want to give you guys a warning about that because on Tesla's daily time frame, as you could tell, we do have this gap to fill. We might push a bit, but then there is that risk of downside as time goes on. In terms of SPY, as you can tell, we're very flat right now. I'd be very careful because SPY and the overall market could be showing signs of rejection. If this is a lower high rejection on SPY, we're going to be at risk of dipping lower later on. As of right now, we're stuck between 650 and 648. But if we end up losing our key supports, we could be dumping to 645 or below. So if 647 fails us, we're looking for 645 or below. We could be making a lower high here compared to this high, so there could be a temporary dip coming in the future. For now, I think SPY is going to shuffle between 648 and 650 for pretty much the entire day. But later on, there is that risk of downside, so just keep that in mind. On top of this, we have the QQQ. The triple Q has 580 as resistance and 575 as support. We could bounce before dipping to 575. The IWM dipped quite a bit. We want to see this try to rebound for 238. If not, it could also be forming a lower high and a rejection, so be careful. ES also could retest 6480, may retest 6525 before it starts dipping lower. So be careful. This is a lower high rejection. There is that risk of downside. Might push a little bit higher before we get a bit of a pivot. NQ could retest 23,900 or maybe a little bit below that before it starts to pivot as well. Keep in mind we still have this like head and shoulders like pattern, so I'd still be very careful. Might push a bit towards the highs here, then we'll see if it turns back down. On Bitcoin, we're rejecting right here. We're going to see if we hold above 111,000. If not, we could be dumping back down to 110,000. For Tesla, we're also looking kind of weak, like I mentioned. Unless we get back above 350, we're going to be favoring 345 or below. NQ is range bound. Right here, we have resistance around this 170 area and support down here at 167. Now, could we push to 170? It's possible. Then we're going to see if we reject or not. But overall, there is potential to push on Nvda. For Apple, we're making lower highs here. Keep in mind, Apple has the big, unveiling of their new products, and they have a very big launch event for different technologies. Typically, we do dip after the event starts, so we're going to see if Apple consolidates before dipping to 233. For others out there, we have AMD. I said as long as AMD holds 150, we're looking for 155. We're very close to my target. It does have some upside potential. Coinbase got a nice bullish piece of news so far, so it's going to be favoring 318 to 320. Amazon could be pushing for 238 to 240 for more upside potential. Meta could be looking for basically 765 to 768. Google is also favoring 238 to 240 as our potential bullish targets. And Microsoft, as long as it does not hold above 500, it's going to be favoring a move back down to like 494. The VIX is also dipping here, could be dipping back down to the 14s, so that kind of like signifies the market has some upside potential. We could see SPY get close to like 650 again. But if we can't hold above that, keep in mind we have gotten many rejections here in the past, especially with the inflationary numbers coming in for tomorrow. We're going to see if we get a rejection or not. For now, we're holding up well. Same with Tesla. Still technically kind of like range bound, but there's going to be a risk of us dipping back down to 338 as time goes on if we get a rejection. So be careful with Tesla. May shuffle a bit for now, but there is some downside risk for the future looking at this short-term trend. Thank you for listening, and peace out.